Okay, this is part two. Before I do a recap for you, before it got cut off, the other man or woman involved came out and in big debt or bankruptcy, and I'm going to talk about those in a second. But to recap, this is part two. These are my notes that I took before I started channeling cards. I heard watering can or a well in the garden. I heard drug corner or drug alley, a lost ring, jewelry, or china that was actually not lost at all, it was pawned. Someone was in big debt, a gambler, a drunk, or heavy smoker. Life insurance increased 2 months before someone's death. Staged overdose or a head wound was relevant. Sexual crime or assault. Stalking, obsessive. Social media page had a name with no photo. It was just the animal character. Heavy body odor. I heard big blue eyes, dark black hair. Ran away at 15 or 16. Landline records, I'm assuming phone. And then I heard helicopters, like the Goodfellas scene, where they were being chased by the helicopters, watched by the police. I heard paranoid, drug runner, border patrol. I heard oxy, hydros, Xanax, and multiple rehab stays. I heard stolen lunch money from the kids or stolen money out of the kids' banks, like dollars or coins. I heard pawn shop or consignment shop, bottle return or bottle collecting, a bum, or begged. So the cards that came out was evidence of distress at home or at work in a relationship. This person was blackmailing someone and they worked with them. That's how they met. So cyber crimes, sex camera, filming. This female was filming her paid sexual acts with this man and was blackmailing him. Staged a fake pregnancy and threatened to tell like a spouse or people in the community, but this woman was actually like non-binary, gay, lesbian, anything like that in real life. Only bones or teeth of this man were found, but this is why, because there was evidence of a fight and struggle on the female, who was actually the criminal, and the man's body, and the man had DNA of the female, probably from sex or DNA under the nails, so they cut him up real good, as that's what I'm getting. This person was friend-zoned, co-worker, friend, that's how they met, and they became lovers. HR complaints at work or within an organization about this woman being obsessive. We have shooting, shot, gunpowder, and bullets. I heard a couple deaths, so this woman could have killed more than one man for money. Like she could have staged a drug overdose for somebody who had a drug addiction, or staged it to look like they had a drug addiction for all the spending. They could have hit someone or the gunshot to the head. Lying about details to the police or in an investigation. The woman definitely lied here. We have clothing, fabric, or pet fibers found at the scene or on the body. This woman's hair or pet fibers were in this man's home. We have bites, scratch marks, and bruises on the criminal's body. They are long gone now, but I hope someone remembers the marks on this female. We have middle class, average income. They were just like a secretary or something. This woman takes things from their victims so they can pawn it and steal it for money, like watches, jewelry, money. Yeah, this woman had a spending problem. They wanted to be rich so bad, and they were always looking for sugar daddies. They were very controlling and jealous, wanting to know what they were doing all the time. This person definitely seduced men or definitely slept with men for their income or to keep up with their habits. This woman fought constantly with their neighbors, and a male body was found, and the killer was female. And definitely referencing the cell phone, that there's phone records again, and that there's some kind of tax, and I feel like death record fraud. So the other man or woman involved, I feel like this man was married, and that's how he was able to be blackmailed by her saying that she was pregnant and like having videos to show people, show the cheating. And this man was in big debt, and I think This female got pissed because she thought she had a meal ticket going and he could have lied to her the whole time and not really been rich. Uber driver last seen or was involved or saw the victim. So they didn't see the victim. They saw the female was Ubered away from, I feel like, this man's house or wherever she dumped the body. Feared, avoided. This man, they could have been like fuck buddies at one point. They could have had an affair, but when this man died, he feared her. She was very crazy. You have brother or sister. I feel like not only was the woman crazy, but they had a crazy, like, drugged out brother. She could have killed her brother so he didn't talk and made it look like an overdose. That could have been what the overdose was about. The victim was collecting evidence on a job, boss, or community for a crime. To prove they were being unfair, someone found out. This man was trying to get this woman fired, trying to get her out of his life, and proving that she was running drugs and that she was prostituting herself and she was not a good person. And that female found out what this person was going to do. Owed money, debts involved. This woman owed money and he owed money to this girl, this woman, because he wasn't feeding into her blackmail. Fired from a job or organization. So this woman did get fired, or he got fired. Perhaps she lied, made some allegations, but somebody got fired for whatever was found out here. Overdose, tainted drugs. So this female definitely, I feel like, killed their siblings so he wouldn't talk. Or killed a man at one point. She could have had a lover helping her kill this man. Like, she could have lied to another man. She was a user. Nanny, wet nurse. So maybe this is how she met. Maybe he hired her to help with the kids and they ended up fucking. Maybe it was like a nanny thing. Staged suicide or overdose. Again, acknowledging a staged overdose. It's still an open case. Oh my God, I heard wife. So maybe they killed the husband and the wife. Body in trunk or found in or around a vehicle. Lying about knowing the victim or having any involvement in a plan with a fellow criminal or the victim. Lied about a relationship, fight, or event. This woman lied about ever having a sexual relationship, about being friends outside of work. She also lied about knowing anyone else that was involved. There's 2 men that are dead here, or a man and a woman that is dead. Body cut in pieces and spread out or dumped in different locations. That's why you only found bones and teeth. Killed by a pimp, sex ringleader. So yeah, this woman was definitely a sex worker, and I feel like the brother, it could have been a brother or someone they grew up with in the hood setting, helped kill this man, and then she staged their death to cover her own tracks. Rape kit, male DNA found. So she could have said this man at work raped her and that's why he got fired. We have alibi, lied about it, does not have one, staged. And that's why the other person had to die, this addict. They were really helping her, either lying about her alibi or lying about helping. She seduced more than one person here. So she could have seduced a woman and a man, because they did say LGBTQ. So they could have had a lesbian lover helping. Bully, threats, public shame. Yeah. This woman shamed this man, made him look like a rapist for money. Athletes, sports, took care of themselves. So even though they could have been, I feel like this is the female. I'm getting a lesbian vibe. Found in kitchen, common space of home. That's a drug overdose. Buried, unmarked graves in somebody's garden could be relevant, or well. Second or third husband, wife. Yeah, this person killed more than one spouse or more than one man. Evidence around the victim's home that they felt unsafe. That's the man, felt unsafe. Gag order, prenup involved. So they couldn't publicly speak. No DNA, no prints. That's the husband that got cut up, or the lover that got cut up. DWI, triple homicide. Can't make this shit up. This lady killed a lot of people.